Hey guys, it is another Monday. We are going to start something new again today. This week we are going to review figurative language. So remember, figurative language is when you say things that are not exactly what you mean. So I'm going to share my slideshow. And let's start with simile. So simile is a comparison between two things using like or as. Her smile is as bright as the sun. Her smile is bright like the sun. Remember, a simile has to compare two things. If I say I like pizza, that's not a simile. It's not comparing. If I say that pizza was as hot as fire, that is a simile because it's comparing the pizza to how hot fire is. And then a metaphor is a figure of speech that compares two things by saying one thing is the other thing. He has the heart of a lion. The meal was a rainbow of flowers. You are the sunshine of my life. So again, it has to compare two things, and it says that one thing directly is another thing. Now, none of these examples use the word is, but has, was, are, those are all variations of the word is. You are the sunshine of my life. So that's not saying you are like the sunshine of my life. So it's a metaphor, not a simile. Okay? So I want you to pause the video for a minute, and I want you to think of a couple similes and a couple metaphors, and either write them down or say them out loud or tell them to somebody in your family. Okay, go ahead and pause and do that. Okay, so next we're going to do alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of the first sound or sounds in a group of words. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So alliteration is that repetition when you have the same sound at the beginning of many words in a sentence. And it doesn't have to be every word in a sentence. If we had Princess Penelope or Prince Patrick, that could be an example of alliteration within a story that we read. Okay? And then these are fun. This is what I'm going to want you to do today. This is an alliteration poem. So, tigers. Tim the terrifying tiger tiptoes through tangled trees, his twitching tail thumping his terrible teeth, terrifying turtles who tremble away. So, I want you to come up with an alliteration poem. This one uses the t sound. Tim the terrifying tiger tiptoes through tangled trees. And they use that same sound over and over in as many words as they can. Now, you don't have to use the same sound in every single word. Like right here, we have his and who, but I want you to try to come up with your own poem using the same sound for as many words as you can. And bonus if you can add a simile or a metaphor in there. Okay, so quick review today because I want you to focus on writing a really fun poem and I can't wait to read them. So I will put a spot on Seesaw for you to upload, and hopefully I'll get some good poems. Maybe we'll even do a Flipgrid for you so you can read them to your peers. I'm going to do that. Okay, so post them on Seesaw, and then I'll post a Flipgrid link for you to read your poems to the class. Sound good? Awesome. Great. See you tomorrow.